when the icons are removed, the going live, and then you're live, as soon as them titles disappear, you are able to talk to the people in your neighborhood. So I've just been for a little walk, and I mean, it was quite enjoyable actually. So I received a little email to say yesterday that you'd won. And I thought, what have I won? And then postcode lottery says you've won. And I thought, what have I won? So I've got a chance of winning £10 or £1,000. So I was quite excited because I'm thinking I've got another 2 weeks before payday, and I thought every penny counts. Every bit helps towards the next payment of payday. So this week, as you are aware, I have been off. So first day of my holiday, go to church as normal, and then I actually physically did what I used to do in the past. Before church, I would actually pack up my bags, take my laptop, take all the gadgets to actually receive another exciting live stream to my local church. So I thought, right, let's not break the tradition. So my first impressions were to go down to the local garage and reminisce on the days of life on YouTube and Twitter. No, that's wrong. So if you actually picked up the recordings from during lockdown, where this big virus came over from somewhere, it started somewhere, ended up there, and then, oh, let's bring all these people back and try to help them. And then widespread panic, fear of the unknown. And then I'm thinking, what is the church doing? They're still on their blessed assurance thinking, oh, we'll be all right, just do what Boris or whoever is in charge of your country, and I mean, listen to people who'd actually think of the right way to protect us. So take that off course. So there is a title of today's message: repair or replace. So I typed that. I actually spoke to Google, and in the description is a nice little saying of Google's interpretation of replace or repair. So I've got a couple of things that are out of date. So there is nothing coming back from anything out of date. So basically, if you get a chance before the get out of date, it's good to actually hand it in and say, how much would you give for this? And then they'll actually work it out. And a lot of companies, a lot of people that I used to work with used to type in the information that I hand in, and their process was to check the price on eBay. So I have no idea if these people are still doing that type of information. So, for an example, right, my iPad that I had a few years ago was coming to the end of its cycle. So, the pad I used to have, it ended up overcharging. So, if you understand the word of overcharging, you would relate to the wrong cable connected to the device, which could lead to overcharging. So, it is good practice to get the right cable for the right equipment. So, I've I've got a charger for this laptop I'm using, and it is not the correct product for this laptop, but it works. You plug it in, charges it up, does what it says on the box. But there is a drawback. If you don't get the right cable, then you have a possibility of override. Remember Back to the Future? Don't use the amp, Marty. There's a chance of overdrive. I bear that in mind. He's already blown it up. Bang, you know what I mean? Exploded. Got his guitar. Threw back everything on the floor. He's on the floor. His guitar is safe. Anyway, would it be possible that as soon as that product becomes extinct, or 2 weeks before that product goes extinct, is to get the next one up? A couple of years ago, I got a nice little message from the social media that I don't use or try not to speak about. A message a friend of mine I used to know said, I have got a iPhone S, iPhone 6S, right? And I am offering 25 £25 there or take. So I said, what I'll do is I will make that offer and come and collect it. So I said, I don't get paid until this certain date. So if you meet me outside work, then we can exchange the, you know what I mean? So like I was waiting outside, and apparently the person with this iPhone was inside, and I thought, okay. So I stood outside. So then I said, would it be easier for me to give you a little bit extra? Because I've never had because myself, I've never had an iPhone. I always rely on the Android, and everybody says, so what is the difference between Android and iPhone? Not much difference, but most of the people I talk to would recommend an iPhone. And then, so like 50% would actually recommend iPhone. Then the other 50% would actually recommend Android. So I used to have an Android tablet which served the purpose of a extra camera during live streaming. So iPad connected to iCamera. There's an app for Android only. You download it, put all the details in, and you are able to pick up that signal from any laptop, any device, and it'll come up on your screen. So if you actually go to one of my videos from Life Church, you would actually see I was using an iPad connected to this iCamera, which then was connected to my computer, which was then connected to the internet. And I could actually physically do back projection for Life Church Warrington, which has had different titles over the years. So, would it be better to replace or repair? So, if you're thinking about repairing it, make sure you go to the right person to do the job. I've got so many people on my contact lists, beep beep, that would recommend people, or as I know one person who could actually fix things for me, wires, cables, and electrical stuff. And he's also very good at diet options. So, as you are aware, Sunday just gone, I ate a pork pie. It led me to a fast for food. So I am on a liquid diet, and I am now up to my 5th day without food. So my friend says to me, during your fast, you would actually feel that your stomach will shrink, and it is recommended on a regular basis during your fast. You would actually put salt in any liquid that you drink. So for what does that do? Your stomach apparently builds up bacteria. So the bacteria lives and lives on something. So the word that he used is salt. So I'm thinking, let's do some get some information, and I've actually physically not done it. So I have not done it. I've done the salt in my coffee, and my friend said to me, if it doesn't taste right, we'll put some cinnamon in it. But no. So I spoke to the guy whose I would say, overseeing this fast. And he says, if you're thinking about breaking the fast and you are thinking about something like porridge, the one thing I recommend is you do not put honey in it. I thought, okay, right. Anyway, I'm going to do some research on salt in liquids and honey in porridge. So, possibility, tomorrow will be my day where I break this fast. So, for me, I feel a lot better. And there was a time where I actually physically I think there was a time where I thought, right, my stomach needs food, so it's constantly, so at the end of the day, you need to be careful what you eat on a regular basis. I used to be mad for certain products, and I used to eat them on a regular basis. And then I was getting stomach, um, stomach, like acid stomach. Not like, I don't want to go into detail, but because I know people are watching, you actually, when you burp, it feels like your food is coming up, and then you're thinking, ugh, got a nasty taste in my mouth. That is, according to my friend, acid indigestion. So basically, your body will actually physically produce acid to melt and destroy the food. So it's a working relationship, you see. So basically, you eat, the body digests and then breaks it up and sends it out into the body to keep you motivated. Years and years and years and years and years and years and years ago, I used to do weight training on a regular basis, and it actually recommended a jacket potato, and it used to be the same ingredients: cheese, beans, or tuna and beans, or as long as, apparently, I think they actually recommended white cheese, not the red cheese, the other cheese. So anyway, I thought that would actually give somebody an invitation to actually physically come on this morning. But I know half of my subscribers are on the other side of the country. So I would like your opinions on the subjects shared. So the idea was, I actually was thinking repair or replace, or replace or repair. Google gave me a little nice poem about repair and replace. So bear with me. I will actually physically now speak to Google and say repair or replace. It's like that advert on the TV. Auto plus replace. I don't know, something about cars replacing the window screen or something. So right, there we go. Article. high sugar content in Costa, Starbucks, and somewhere else. So, yeah, it looks like a picture of Warrington, but it's not. Just dropped a location then. Hopefully, you've not listened, not heard it. Who cares? I mean, that's my location. But do not ever drop your location of where you live. So, what was I doing? Right. Let me see if I got the volume up. Press the. Right, it's just a random. Repair or replace. Oh, it's not saying it. The concept is straightforward. When the cost of repair exceeds is more than the value, you replace it. When the cost of repair is less than the value to repair it. Yeah. Right, what I'm going to do now is do Siri. Repair or replace.
What kind of businesses are you looking for?
Repair or replace.
What kind of businesses are you looking for?
Repair or replace.
What kind of businesses are you looking for?
That irritates Siri. And apparently it's a woman's voice. Last time I spoke to Siri, it was a man's voice. So, settings in iPhone. Why is Siri's voice a woman? So, my settings for Siri on my iPhone was a bloke. I mean, but this is what I'll do. I remove the back, the cover, the protection, and you will understand why Siri. You'll understand why Siri has changed its name. What colour is that, ladies and gentlemen? That is why Siri has changed its name. Anyway, life on YouTube and X say goodbye and hope you've actually enjoyed the previous little videos during this day. So my intentions were this week is to actually do a spring clean. But unfortunately, in this area, the bins are not being emptied until next month. So see you later, alligators, in a while, crocodile, and I'm going to hit the end stream now. And I am going to stick my hand up in the air and wave it like I just don't care.